Hello folks, this is Peter at the Shalom Peace, and we're going to do the 8th commandment tonight. That's thou shalt not steal. I think everybody knows that one. Sounds pretty simple, right? Well, there's some other things involved. Anyway, in Hebrew it is lo teganeb, teganub. Somebody might say a little bit different. But you shall not steal. And so it's the 8th commandment. Or let's say that's the 3rd commandment on the 2nd tablet. Remember the 2 tablets from Mount Sinai? It has 10 commandments on them, 5 on each. This is the 2nd tablet. And the 1st tablet is, it is also the 3rd commandment on the 1st tablet that it associates with. And we will see that here. Let's see. Oh, take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. It is associated with taking God's name in vain if you steal. In Proverbs, we see a verse here, and it says, or lest I be poor and steal and take the name of my God in vain. So there's both commandments listed together there. So the idea is correct in the thought of Torah that stealing would be like taking God's name in vain. Suddenly, oh, you think you're religious, but you do this ungodly thing. So therefore, that's spiritual fraud. Okay. Anyway, so I wanted to go into theft, a little bit more. So when we see in the scriptures the passage about Noah and the great flood, we know that God provided this judgment because of robbery. The earth was filled with it. In fact, he tells Noah in chapter 6, verse 13, let's see if you guys can follow along with me. V'yomer Elohim, God said, L'Noach, to Noach, Chadz, Kel, Beser, Ba. So basically, the end of all flesh has come. Before me, L'Pfeni. Ki Milah, for filled ha'aretz, the earth, chamas, with robbery. So basically, the end of all things, why? The end of all flesh, why? Because the earth is filled with robbery. Sometimes people misunderstand. They think it's about all kinds of other things, but robbery can mean many other things. In fact, the sages, when you go to the notes, the old rabbis, the professors in the scriptures, they would tell you that thou shalt not steal is actually referring to kidnapping as well. And even today we have what is known as like human trafficking, right? So that's also a form of theft. The type of theft that was happening here also. And the way we know that is because in the Lord's words, Yeshua HaMashiach's words, his devarim, he says that in the days of Noah, so shall it be also in the days of the Son of Man. So when he returns to establish his kingdom forever, he's already completed, he's been inaugurated as high priest. He is, our ruler and judge forever. And he's already established that by his death and resurrection. And now when he returns to establish the kingdom forever, it says that the days will be like it was in the days of Noah. And what were those days like? Oh, they were big in robbery. They were big in human trafficking. They were big in theft of all types. So shall it be. However, good thing is we're not going to be destroyed by water, right? We are simply going to watch the King of Kings return in judgment. And all scores will be settled. Amen? Amen. Please subscribe if you can. I'm going to put my YouTube on. You're probably watching this through a YouTube link. Just open it up in your YouTube app and you'll be able to see my page. And I'd love it if you were there and I came up on your video feeds. Shalom, peace. Amen.